Hi, I'm Leo Iridium. Hope everyone's all right today. It's album review time, and we've got the band Radiant and their album Written by Life. This is the band's second album, came out last Friday, April the 22nd on Massacre Records, so available everywhere now. This is a great melodic hard rock band, 80s inspired without a doubt, you know, sort of almost proud to have those influences, I would say. 11 tracks on this album. I love this album. This is absolutely fantastic. There's loads of variety on this, as in tempo of the songs. You know, there's slow, there's medium, there's some faster songs. So you get loads of variety. It's not one pace all the way through, but it does stick in that melodic hard rock vein, which I'm talking about. So in the band, you've got the great Herbie Langens on vocals, of course, Firewind, Lightbringer of Sweden, many other projects, absolutely fantastic vocalist, I love him. You got Florian Gotsleben on the guitar and Karsten Stefanich on the guitar, probably saying that completely wrong, but these two guys are absolutely fantastic. Dual guitars, obviously twin leads, swapping in and out, but it's in that melodic hard rock vein. Brilliant guitarist, absolutely fantastic. You've got Marcus Beck on the bass and Manny Spelker on the drums. Rhythm section's really tight. You know, they're really cool sounding, this band. They do give you really so much melody throughout this album. This is really hooky. Choruses are huge. And it's really cool to hear Herbie Langens doing a melodic hard rock album. His voice actually fits perfectly. And you know, it's a bit of a, you would, maybe when you look at it, you know, when you're told Herbie Langens is going to be fronting a melodic hard rock band, you're thinking, oh, I don't know, because he's, you know, he's so good at the power metal thing, obviously with Firewind and Lightbringer of Sweden, but he does a fantastic job. His voice does sometimes sound really different on this album to suit the music more. So the band are absolutely fantastic. And what I love about this album is the songwriting. It's fantastic. And what I read about the synopsis about the band and how they wrote this album, it was done old style. It was done, the songs were created in the rehearsal room. So there you go. That's how the best songs are created, when you're together as a band. And that's exactly what this sounds like. It's a huge album full of huge choruses. Anyone who loves melodic hard rock are going to absolutely love this. I do run through my favourite tracks. There's quite a few to talk about. So we start the album off with the single Night Shift. What a great song this is. Brilliant dual guitars from the outset. This is a fun summer track that just gets you smiling immediately. And a lot of songs on this album do. A huge, catchy, hooky chorus. You're going to hear me saying that so much during this review. The band sound like they are having so much fun on this album. They really do. A brilliant melodic solo that is just so well thought out. That's another thing these guitarists do. If you're missing those 80s well-written solos, you're going to get that on this. It's absolutely brilliant. Those dual guitars play a big part in this song and in this band. Next up, I want to talk about Don't Stop the Daydream, and sort of almost power metal opening for this, but the chorus is pure 80s inspired stuff. I sometimes think that when I'm hearing Herbie's voice, maybe I'm thinking that it's a bit of power metal, but I'm sort of thrown by listening to his voice in other bands, if that makes any sense. But if there's such a thing as power AOR, perhaps this is it. I don't know. That chorus though, man, mid-80s classic stuff. It's absolutely superb. Real Passion Will Never Die is the next song. A more metal feel this time. We get a sort of heaven and hell type gallop with that bass line. But they always get you with a great elevated melodic hooky chorus. That's just what they're all about. No exception here. Then I want to talk about Live the Adventure. I love this track. It's got a great groove and a stomp to it. The stomp is just brilliant. It's not like right in your face stomp, but I can feel it. It gets your head going. Herbie sounds absolutely fantastic here. His unmistakable vocal is just so fucking good. There's some amazing solo work here also. One of the many highlights of this album. And the chorus. Need I mention the chorus? Absolutely superb. The next track I want to talk about is Because of You. This is a ballad, and it's brilliant. Herbie's lower range at the start of this is something you don't really get to hear much. It's really deep, almost Jeff Tate-esque in his prime. A brilliant dark feel to this ballad, especially in the verses, and the chorus again is so fucking good. Maybe not a conventional chorus as such. When you hear it, it sort of takes you by surprise, but I think that's what I love. And it's backed up by some great backing vocal harmonies. And then I want to talk about the track Contagion. This was the first single, the first time I heard anything off of this album. What a fucking song. I think this is the first time on the album you get a slightly more modern feel with this track. This is such a cool listen, which will surely, I think now, be in my top tracks of the year. It's that good. It has a more heavier sort of feel, you know, especially the verses when they get going. The chorus is just one of the best things you will hear this year. Fantastic song. The next track I want to talk about is Dare to Fail. A great medium paced catchy track that again for me has a slight power metal feel. This is not a power metal album, by the way, and like again, could it be Herbie's vocals that are making me think that? I'm not really sure, but it's mixed with great AOR melodic rock vibes too. Excellent stuff. And then I want to talk about the final track, and it's the last track I want to talk about. It's the final track on the album. It's called Hang Out with Friends. After a short instrumental part, this great fun track kicks in. I love the fiddly guitar parts throughout some of this track. This is where the band really excels. I think, you know, where it says they were in the rehearsal room, it really shows on, you know, on songs like this. They sound like a band. I believe they're really good friends as well, and it sort of shows through on the songwriting. It's so cool to write a song, you know, called Hang Out with Friends and have fun with your mates. It's just what it's all about. And this album sort of projects all that fun and tightness the band have got, you know, as friends as well. So an absolutely outstanding album. Melodic hard rock, just in that 80s vein. It's perfect with Herbie's vocals as well. What more could you want? Check this one out, guys. Radiant, written by Life. You're going to love it. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to check it out, or if you've already ordered it or you got it. It's available everywhere now. I'll see you next time.